How to win competitive deals. Give me 1 second and then I will tell you. Good morning and happy Friday. I hope your day is going well and is off to a great start. Mine is doing all right. I did a pretty good job on my first take, but this is my second take. I decided to try another one just to see which one I thought was better. So, yeah. Real fast, I want to tell you guys, so last night I took a break from what I always do. I listen to podcasts and read books, and I watched a movie. I watched The Founder, which is such a good movie. I watched it for the first time on a flight back from Paris, and there was one part of it that actually made me cry the first time I watched it. It's kind of embarrassing. But, yeah, just going to be honest with you guys. But other than that, yeah, my morning's going pretty well so far. Okay, so how to stand out against competitors and win competitive deals. I will tell you. Something I did both selling copiers and selling solar is every competitive deal I entered into, I would... Okay, so you're not going to win every competitive deal, okay? You don't play baseball and get a base hit every time you get up to bat. You don't hit 1,000. It doesn't happen, you know? And the same thing goes in competitive deals. But one thing you can do 100% of the time is follow up with your prospects and ask them for a copy of your competitors' quotes. I have always done that, and they won't always give you copies of the quotes, but what they will do, at least you'll know, so just ask, and they do often give you copies, at least let you take a picture of it. And then what I do is, that's what I did that for solar and copiers, and I would literally have different companies and files on my computer and different proposals, for different size systems or different size units. And whenever I go to make a proposal, I study my competitors' quotes, what size is it, and because I've always wanted to be the lowest price when presenting, but have maximized profit margins. Okay, so I try to maximize profit margins, but still be lower than all my competitors. So yeah, that's what I do. And so whenever I go to make a quote, I study my competitors' numbers and make sure that I'm lower, but I'm still trying to maximize profits. It's sales, it's a game. So that's one thing you can do in any industry is follow up with competitors and start collecting follow up with prospects, and start collecting your competitors' quotes. It goes a long way, or at least it has for me, So yeah, that's pretty good stuff, I feel like. Okay, so that's how you stand out and win competitive deals, And so next question. Do you see any companies disrupting industries? Yes, I do. Mark Cuban's new company, Mark Cuban's drugs plus cost. I'm sorry, I'm not very good at that. Drugs plus cost, I believe. I know they did an interview on A16 and Z, so I highly recommend you check it out. Mark Cuban's interview on A16 and Z, it's pretty awesome. But I love what they're doing, because what they're doing... Okay, so he's basically going to war with, Walgreens and CVS, and... Because what they do is... They just, they've been, long-time monopolies, that people don't really realize, because they have complete control over profit margins on these drugs, And what he's doing is getting drugs and, putting whatever, the price that he gets them for, then adding 15% profit margin and blowing out the competition's prices, so it's just a better business model. And they're doing deliveries, as opposed to having to go, because these are because people tell you, your doctor tells you need blood pressure medication, you got no choice but to pay for it, and he's doing something that's generally benefiting everybody, that can really help people save a shitload of money. So I highly recommend that anyone that's watching this, go to Google and Google Mark Cuban's drugs plus cost, and that's not right. Cost, I don't know. It's something like that. Mark Cuban's drugs. You Google that, it'll come up. But Yeah, you know, because like you go to CVS, like blood pressure medication, like I was just take like 5 minutes to look up like how much you can save by going with their new company. You know, it's awesome what they're doing, and I'm like a huge fan of it, and I'm a huge supporter of it, and I wish them nothing but the best, and I hope they put Walgreens and CVS out of business. I think that'd be pretty awesome to see. So, yep. All right. So next question: do you have any tips about residential sales? Yes, I do. Okay, so residential sales. I will say, first of all, wait until say it's like a husband and a wife that are own the house. Wait till they're both there. You know, you don't want to present to just one of them because it gives them like an easy out. It's like, oh, I can't sign without the other person. You know, the other person here. You know, so don't rush it. You know, wait till you got both decision makers in the house. You know, it goes a long way. You know. So do that, you know, so don't rush it. Wait till both decision makers are at the house. Um, Make sure you make a good first impression. So, like, if there's children in the house, as soon as you walk in, make sure you, like, go in and, like, introduce yourself to the children. It goes a long way. Um, so, yeah, then there's that. And then there's something from Robert Cialdini's book I guess you could do, but you need to buy a copy. It's called Persuasion, where basically he talks about a residential salesman that would come in and like introduce himself, make a good first impression, then they sit down at like the kitchen table or something, and he brings out some marketing material, and he's like, "Oh shoot, you know, I forgot the proposal in my car. Is it all right if I go get it and then come back in?" And they are like, "Yeah, you know, go ahead, and we'll look over this marketing material or like watch this, you know." And so what he'd do is he'd go out to his car and come back in the house, and when he came back in the house without knocking, it gave the homeowners like a sense of trust and ease and familiarity because if someone comes in your house without knocking, it's like, okay, yeah, this guy's all right, you know. It just gives you like a strange feeling, you know. And so that would lead to that guy like coming in and executing contract after contract, you know. So I guess that's something I don't know. I'm not in the residential sales game, you know. So that's just something that I've read about. I'm not. I don't know. I wouldn't say that you should start doing that. But if you're watching this and you ever have a residential salesman come in your house, make sure they don't do that, you know, or be like, okay, this guy might be a little too sharp, you know. So yeah, that's about that for residential sales. Next question: would you consider getting back into solar? Solar. Probably not. I have no intentions to get back into solar unless like I had some like really cool people that like wanted me on their solar team, and I didn't, and I could like work from wherever I wanted, but I have no intentions of like re-registering. I still have my solar bank account open, but I wouldn't like re-register Campaign Energy Solutions or like spend a lot of time like recovering my solar websites and stuff. So yeah, I guess that's about that. So no intentions unless like I had some like really cool people that were like, we need you on our team and we'll give you like a ton of money and you can just, you know, be you. And I would be like, all right, yeah, then I'd do it. But I don't have any intentions to. Other than that, it's Friday, so I hope you guys are having a great day. I guess I need to tell you guys about something that happened to me last night. I feel really bad about because I've been doing my intermittent fasting. I found a frozen lasagna in my freezer and I ate some of it. And I felt horrible about it. So I threw it in the garbage can and now I'm punishing my body. So I woke up at like 4 a.m. Had a pretty productive morning. I looked through some of my old solar proposals and made a couple of Facebook posts. And other than that, I went through one of my books. My second book, I like the first half of it looked pretty good, and the second half of it seemed a little arrogant. I don't know if it's publishable. I need someone to read it and get their feedback. Yeah, then there's these other freaking pussy ass fucking lawyers here in Pensacola that I got to deal with. There's some real some real little boys, you know, but got to handle that. But we'll get to that. We got more important matters at hand at the moment. But I'm about to start doing a little bit of legal work to prepare for when I'm leaving town. So excited about that. Considering starting another book as well. So I might do that as well. Anyways, it is Friday, so I appreciate you guys taking the time out of your busy schedule to watch my show today. And just remember that I love you and that you can be what you will to be.